For whatever reason, I lived during a time where people denied the African martial art order. So let me explain. First of all, if there's poisoned water, do we then go to the water and say, hey, you know what, let's drink it anyway and pray to God? Because it's not in the Bible. Jesus never said, make sure the water is pure, literally. Okay? So do we go drink this? No. Who among you would, if your children ask for a fish, would give them a snake? Would you say, well, that is not in the Bible? Okay, well, that actually is in the Bible, but let's say it wasn't in the Bible. Okay? And that you would leave it at that? No, we have to use logic, judgment, common sense. In Exodus 3:14, God reveals himself to Moses, I am who I am that I am who I will be. Various translations. I am who I am. This is part of the Bible. They don't use the term martial artist or African martial art order as such because they basically didn't describe it that way. It was implied. They lived by Egypt. There's these huge black guys that do martial arts with intensity, and they said somehow, some of these guys were more righteous and intense. Cush begot Nimrod. Nimrod founded Babylon. He's a mighty hunter before the Lord. He's a great warrior. And, in Genesis 10, I believe it is. And they say that there was a saying that says, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. Just like there was a saying in 2 Samuel 5 where it says, the blind and lame will not enter the palace. Okay, when David took over the palace and the Jebusites said, you're too blind and lame to win, and he won anyway. Okay, so it basically actually is in the Bible, but it's not flat out. Show me the scripture. You have to put a bunch of scriptures together, and you get a bunch of races, white people and homosexuals and feminists and various races saying, that's not what it's saying. You're twisting it, right? So you got to love that. This is how things are done. This is how all things have always been done in the Christian world. Okay, you start masterfully making your point, they say you're twisting it. Okay, nothing I said is really up for debate so far. It's all straightforward. Was Nimrod, did Ham begot Cush, and Ham begot Egypt? Okay, Cush is seen as below Egypt, okay, and Mizraim, or Egypt, okay, is right there. These are in Africa. Okay, Ham is a person who brought black people forth, one way or another, according to the Bible. There's no way around that. It is impossible to find a way around that. So, when we look at this, okay, we see that in the area was the Canaanites, as the Bible also records, as historians record. The Canaanite Phoenicians, also known as Phoenicians. Okay, the phoenix bird, the Ben bird. These things are connected. They go to Greece, right? A secret society, secret society. Okay, the Phoenician Canaanite push in Crete, where King Minos is said to be the father of homosexuality. These guys would tax people on the way in. Okay, these West Africans did not live in the trade routes, on the trade route, the main trade routes, and they did not tax people. These homosexuals to the right of Egypt, okay, who were very much acquainted with Indo-Europeans and mixed with them and so on and so forth, used to use money. They then went through Crete and went on by land, and they found their way to Greece and Rome and became the governing class there. Zeus is said to be born on Crete. Ganymede, the tale of Ganymede and Zeus also attests to this truth. They eventually became the governing class, one way or another, and they eventually became the bell that rings the loudest. So the core of Western culture, in recorded history and after, at least, is the Phoenician Canaanite homosexual movement, secret society movement. These people were used to people beating them up for their homosexual tendencies and killing them, because most people in the world, from what I gather at that time, were not homosexuals. Okay, so were used to digging tunnels. They were used to finding places to flee. They had set up shop and scattered in various locations, and then consolidated their power, basically. From Rome, they colonized Europe, and then they colonized the world. So what is the Royal African Falcon Martial Art Order? The people before Christ were very well acquainted with this idea. The archetype of Pharaoh, the falcon. It's like people pretending to be the top martial artists who aren't, using witchcraft, which is switchcraft. So as the Phoenician Canaanite push took over the church, they would accuse people of homosexuality and persecute them. That's all that was, witchcraft and switchcraft. And the craft, the boat that they used to go to Crete, the boats, and to Europe. which is also a vessel. The body is a temple. It's a vessel with spirits, the spirit on the boat. Poseidon, a deity of sailors. Baal, a deity of sailors. The greater Mesopotamia area, the Baals that the Israelites were also worshiping at points in the Bible. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so what you see here is that the Royal African Falcon Martial Art Order is the only order in the world, okay, be it in Igbo, be it in Narmer, say for the sake of argument, Narmer was lying and trying to be like them. Wherever it was the only order in the world that could say that they are the alpha leaders of all of humanity. Everyone else uses witchcraft and fights with each other. And the European colonialists were the bell that rings the loudest. They were the god of the world, if you will, Satan. Okay? There's no other way to look at it. There's no other way to describe it. When Cush founded Babylon, Babylon was the great. Cush begot Nimrod. Nimrod was a mighty hunter before the Lord. The Bible never says it's evil. In fact, it is the Hebrew language where they put Ra, meaning evil. These people as a people, after they killed the prophets, while they killed, before, during, and after they killed the prophets, were saying Ra doesn't mean God, it means evil. The Europeans redefined Ra as some witchcraft deity. Okay? The Jews in their writings started saying that Nimrod was evil. The Bible never says Nimrod was evil. One of the few things it says is that he was a mighty hunter before the Lord and a great warrior. These people, like they were lying and arguing with the prophets, lied about Nimrod, like they lied about Amos and Isaiah during the time, like they lied about Jesus and John the Baptist during the time. There's nothing new under the sun, what their own book says. Brood of vipers, how can you who are evil say anything good? And so on and so forth. It is a Royal African Falcon martial art order that is the alpha line. For the same reason we don't need to tell you, hey, don't drink water that's poisoned. You say it's not in the Bible. Okay? Don't give your neighbor water that's poisoned. You say it's not in the Bible. For the same reason we don't need to say, don't shoot these people who are the alpha leaders from heaven, okay, out of their right to lead. Because while they were dealing in focused moral intensity, you were the ones who went around the world with the white man colonizing people, okay, and raping people, and spreading your Phoenician, Canaanite, Baalist system, your Dagon system. Set made a deal with the dragon, Apep, draw gone. You went around making sure that whatever witchcraft ideas they were drawing on was gone and replaced with your Phoenician, Canaanite, pink system. The people in charge are obviously not just, hey, they might be, there's no other way it could be. They are the descendants and the currently active LGBT hate groups that lie about God more effectively than anyone else. They are the devil. And I am the God's representative. And if you don't get that by now, you're an idiot. You don't understand why they after buying like 8, 9, 10 phones, there's still a background noise on this phone. You're a dumbass. If you don't understand that they're changing my image in my videos because they're petty ass, Da Vinci's Vertuvian man. They think some short white guy or whoever race this is, we all know what race it is, okay, is the ideal man, and that's how you should see it. Harry Potter, Bill Gates, they should think that this is the peak of evolution. That's how you should take it. Okay, you're a fucking dumbass if you don't know that they sabotage me. The corporate sabotage is common. It's sabotaging the black man, the Panthers, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. You are an idiot if you don't know that I'm right. I am God's representative. They are the devil's representative. And deal is lead scrambled for a reason. Idol, I lead. Idol, I versus I lead. And I show the true light. Very obvious what's going on here. And the Bible is by Bel. Okay? B-I-Bel. And Bel is Baal. The lady of Byblos. Balat. Okay? There's some truth in there, and they confuse this stuff. Because they worship the